Hello, investors. It's Jay again, and I'd like to update ChainLink because some of you want to look ahead and see what ChainLink could be doing. So this will be more education for those of you who wants to learn more about the pattern. Now, this one will be interesting because we are looking at Moonshot 2 pattern 2.1. So let's have a look and we'll start with the moonshot. So we use the Ethereum 2017, April 2017 Ethereum against Chainlink. And if your question is why use Ethereum 2017, because there isn't another coin faster than Chainlink currently. So the only reference we can use is the last cycle. And I pick Ethereum because Ethereum was the fastest coin. Yeah, I think that's true. Back in the 2017 yeah, bull run. So we are comparing 2017 fastest coin Ethereum with Chainlink fastest coin in 2020. So let's look at this Moonshot 1. So this is the completion of Moonshot 1. You can see, this the, correction over here coming down. I could refer to that over here, correction coming down. It does this going up and retracement a little bit here. So you can see it goes up and retrace a little bit here, goes up and retrace a little bit, and then it push up and do this zigzag and almost like a countdown over here, isn't it? So that pattern here is very similar to this. So when it push up, does a small zigzag and then goes back up and to do like a countdown. Just before it shoots up into Moonshot 2. So that's where we are. So this whole pattern here is what Chainlink is doing currently, and that's what we're going to zoom in a little bit more just to be able to get a better glance at some of the details here. So that you guys can understand a little bit about the pattern. And when you zoom in, sometimes you miss the big picture. But let's just get some reference point over here. Yeah, let's see where are we. Okay, so one of the first few reference points is these two peaks. Yeah, so these two peaks over here. Yeah, so if you ask me, there's like this peak over here, right? So it starts to shoot up. There's a small peak, and then there's a slightly bigger one. The small peak, slightly bigger one, and then it does this correction over here. So yeah, so for me, this correction over here, it's that one. So then it comes back down over here. All right, so it comes back down, zigzag down, comes back up, and again do like a countdown. Comes down, zigzag down, comes back up. Push up, so it's push up again. All right, and let's use a different marker. It's just a flag. It comes back up over here, and so for me, that's where the flag is. It looks slightly different, but that's okay. It's just a fractal pattern. It's not supposed to be exactly the same. But you can see it push back up, come back down, push back up, comes back down, and hold on for a while. It just hold on for a while, and then it push up into this pattern, push up, and then it's doing this now, right? So what Ethereum was doing then. Let's put another flag here. All right, that's another flag. Uh, Now it's a little bit more squash or squish, depending on how you want to use the word. And remember, this is no surprise for me because Chainlink can't be going too far ahead without, and then losing the rest of the coins behind. You can't do that. So that's what is happening here. That's what I expect, and I told you guys that Chainlink just need to slow down, right? Because it needs the other coins to catch up. You can't just run away and finish three what you call the three moonshots on your own. we know it gets synchronized in Moonshot too, and that's why Chainlink has to delay itself, if it makes any sense, um, so that the rest of the coins um, can catch up. So yeah, that's the pattern, right? And this is what we are looking at. So let's just look at this specific pattern. Okay. So you might say that, gee, it did take a while. This would be quite a long, what you call range here. Okay, that's fine, which is what I expect. Um, so I would expect Chainlink to range quite a bit, and hopefully the other coins to be able to catch up. So that's another big reason why I'm not interested in Link now. One is for that reason. It's supposed to wait for the other coins, so your asset capital won't be doing much. Um, the second one is, even Chainlink is going up to $12. It's great, right? It's almost doubling up, but if it in order to go to $12, like I said, it needs to increase by another $4, and that's a lot of money But if Kyber just increased by $2, you're pretty much doubling up. So it takes less effort to increase to double up for Kyber than for Chainlink, and Chainlink should be taking some time now. Now let's see how long Ethereum took. About 13 days, 2 weeks for it to complete. Um, do I think that Chainlink would take at least 2 weeks? The answer is yeah. It will take at least 2 weeks, in my opinion, for it to complete its range, and then the rest of the coins to pick up. So what patterns do we see it happening? Well, it just came down. So if you ask me, what and this is always hard to predict because you're going into, in this case, 1 hourly Ethereum. I'm looking at 1 hourly Ethereum against a 2 hourly Chainlink, and there's a lot of noise here, and this is where it's hard to predict. But right, it just started to come down. So if you ask me, it is only starting to do this leg coming down. Um, So, that's why you see a lot of people were buying. They're like, oh, look, Chainlink is buying. Chainlink is going to the moon. You see, it pushed up once, it pushed up twice. And people are like, yeah, yeah, it's going, it's going. Don't worry, keep buying, right? So, and then the next thing you know, it's keep coming down. So what is it gonna do next? It seems like it may be coming back up. So it will, when it corrects like this, there's a lot more buyer. And then people are like, oh, it's corrected, it's good time to buy. And look, it's going up, right? So I'm expecting this to turn around and go up a little bit, so which is what this is trying to do here. So I think we are somewhere around here, maybe, give or take. So that's what it is. We are over here. So I think it should turn back around. So that's why I'm not overly concerned, at least the next 6 hours. I think Chainlink should go up, back up. And then that's a good time to actually exit. So hopefully you turn back around, comes back here, getting more buyers to come in, and then just comes back down and freak everyone out. So yeah, so you should come back up and go back down, freak everyone out. Now, will it break this? I don't think so. I think it will hold this support over here. You can see in Ethereum, it never even came back down that low. It just came into this level over here. So yeah, I don't think it will come back down to $6. It's unlikely. It hang around the low $7, and then it should go up. It should go up, but again, it takes like another week or two, to all these things to play out. And then you shoot up, right? So it will shoot up, and it looks like quite a strong push. And that's a that's a great thing. It was strong push, but look at the correction after that. So this might be a pattern. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I gotta see. I'm not sure this is pattern 2.2. But we can zoom out and see later. But right now, we just know that it's gonna range for 2 weeks at least. Um, I won't be surprised if Chainlink range for 3 weeks, just to let the other coins do a catch up. So that's the rationale for sale. And by the time Chainlink is done, I'm not sure. Maybe Kyber would have close to doubling up, maybe. Um, well, maybe not in 1 month, but maybe in 2 months. But we'll see how fast Kyber goes. And yeah, so that's what's happening in Chainlink. Um, yeah, the pattern is still playing out, like what we said over here. If I were to zoom out, yeah, it looks something like this. This is what it looks like. A lot of ranging days. Then it push up. Yeah, so it looks like it will push up to 2x around here. But that's when you exit, right? Let's zoom out and see what Ethereum did those days. So yeah, you see there's a major correction that came up, and that would be okay. So this is pattern 2.2. Yeah, so that would be pattern 2.2. What we are going through now. So let me write this thing up. So this would be pattern 2.1, right? So 2.1 it's just a waiting game. It's not entirely bad. Like if you completely miss this trade, you might say, "Oh, yeah, I'll write out Chainlink to the top, to double X, 2X." That's fine. But pattern 2.2, you would want to get out for sure, right? You want to get out for sure because there is a major correction at 2.2 coming down, which happened those days last time in Ethereum. That's 40, almost 42%. That's 42%. That's a lot of money, right? So 42% is a lot for pattern 2.2. But the Chainlink will have to happen, somewhere maybe in the 18, $19, I think, region. But yeah, that will be a few months from now. So um, this should be pattern. Yeah, where is that? Okay, text. So this will be pattern 2.1. Yeah. So there you go. That's what Chainlink will be doing, I think. I would prefer to move my money out as soon as possible. Hopefully, the next um, 6 hours, Chainlink comes back up, and let's see. Um, okay, where's my KNC? Yeah, so KNC should come back down. Now, if KMC doesn't come back down, um, one is I'll be surprised, but it should come back down. Now, in this case, it might not come back down to 1.7, might just come back down to 1.73 around there. And that's fine. I'll still enter around there. Now, if KNC completely goes up, go bonkers, that's good. I hold a lot of KNC as well. Well, then my money would go to Digibyte, right? So Digibyte is hasn't started yet, so a significant, well, if yeah, significant portion should go into Digibyte then. So we'll see how it turns out in the next 6 hours. So don't try to chase this. It should come back down. You see this little candle here? Yeah, it should hold for for the next 4 hours and then start coming back down. And that's when you would swap from Link to KNC. Yeah, so hopefully this has been helpful in order to understand where Chainlink is going. As usual, just drop me a message if you have any question.